Oh, it is, it's cold out there. Hi guys, my name is Peter Finch and welcome down to the Quest for the Open vlog this week. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and please comment below on everything that you see in today's video. And go down to the academy. I'm going to have a really hard practice today on my full swing and on my wedges, trying to get a new high FSX Skills Challenge score. As part of the Quest for the Open training, it has proved very useful so far, especially on my iron play. It's really started to come to its own now. And of course, happy Super Bowl week. Gutted that the Seahawks didn't get through, but we are on the up. And who are you backing? Comment below. Who's it going to be, the Rams or the Patriots? I can't look past the Patriots after Brady's performance in the last game. Just pull it back against the Chiefs and then win it. It was pretty insane. So I imagine it's going to be the Patriots, but I'm kind of supporting the Rams. And if none of that made sense to you, then you know, maybe a couple of years ago it wouldn't make much sense to me either. But started to get into my NFL, really enjoying it, and got a proper Super Bowl night planned for Sunday, which is going to be today actually. So happy Super Bowl Sunday. Right, let's get on with practicing, let's go on with grafting in this swing, and then I'm going to talk about pretty much what I'm planning to do as far as comps go this year and why discipline is already a bit of an issue, which is slightly concerning, but let's get to that. Actually cleared away a little bit now, but it was so snowy before. Yeah, temperature has suddenly dropped here in the UK and it's started to snow, which is wonderful news if you want to get out and play some golf and film some golf. But hey ho, it's only winter once a year. Well, actually no, it's north of England. It's winter quite a lot of the year. Wednesday. Down to my lesson with Dan. Just got these sent through. So these are the new Tour 360s. Well, one of the pairs of the new Tour 360s for next year. There's also a spikeless version, which I should be getting soon. I think they should be pretty cool. But we'll test them out in today's lesson, see how they get on. And you've got all your stuff up, mate. Hey, look! You got your Team WDG stuff up as well.
Yeah, I've got comments on the wall. Look at this that you've not seen.
Look at this.
You've got...
Oh, you've got... How have I not seen any of this? So this is the stuff that Dan was talking about a couple of weeks ago, about getting all his clients in with international honours. Look at this. International
You're going to be on this year, aren't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. You're
going to be like...
So I can't be on that one anymore. But I can definitely get on that one. And unless something incredible happens, I doubt I'll be on that.
Cup?
I doubt PJ Cup.
PJ
Cup. All right, I like it. Anything else up that was that on there last time? Excellence is never an accident.
And then these two bit probably weren't last time.
They weren't on there, no.
And that one probably wasn't.
Hard work is silence. Let success make the noise. Without struggle, there is no progress. Oh my, damn. So Dan basically went on Pinterest, like just put in quotes. Just came up with all this stuff. It's good. So that's quite hardcore. He's the Welsh international lad, isn't he?
He's England international, but has got a Welsh arm in there. So that'd be a tough one.
So
the wedge.
Where'd you
the random iron test we maybe want to do today.
Who is Max? Who is Max?
So Mark's currently in Spain. He's off scratch. Going to be playing full time this year.
Interesting.
He is pretty decent. But the other one, the sequential access, goes up in numbers. Starts off at 60. I think you've done that one before, actually. These are ones I've created with the Stratman software.
Oh, look at you. Look at you, created all these games. So I'll have a go at one of those today.
Probably random access, because we've been doing work on your own game, so it's got to work out.
.6. I had a bad middle section. Max, you're safe for now, buddy. I'll remember this though. Hit me with controlling wedge distances, Dan. Struggle with that a bit though.
Okay, so when you've got a number you like, you're good at it, but what you don't seem to be able to just take 2 or 3 yards off.
Nope.
When you need to. So what I've like been noticing, particularly when they get the lads in. So let's say that they've got a swing here that they're shot. What is this? 54. So let's say that goes, for me that length swing with the 54 and my impact would go about 63 or 64 yards. So what I'd want to be able to do is say, right, it gives me a number of 68, that's 63, that's 64. So I'm only just sort of like feeling it. Feel where 63 is and then just adjust very, very slightly in the length, but then keep the tempo the same. But when you've got the in-between yardage, what you're doing is, you're either speeding up a little bit or slowing down. So when we had the first 2 shots, which were around that sort of 60 mark, or like 62 and then 65, I think, something like that, it was just like, you were like slowing down or speeding up, and one was a bit long and one was a bit short. So I think it's like 5 yards short and then 3 or 4 yards long. And it's just that you either sped up or slowed down rather than keeping that tempo exactly the same. So instead of like having the engines to sort of here working at a constant speed, and you just adjusting the length to the various bits.
Okay.
Looks like that's what we're going to be working on next time.
Up here on the chipping and putting area and the adventure golf, which is also closed today because of snow, like so many courses up and down the country. We look at Pindle Hill there, sheathed in white. Whew, I will not fancy being up there today. So coaching is over for the day. I'm so happy. The Golf Academy is a studio as well. So basically in the summer, that screen goes over, the shutter comes up, and you can hit out onto the driving range, but it's bitterly cold out there at the moment. And I've got about an hour really to have a bit of a practice of my own, to actually stay rather than go home and relax. I've got to practice, I've got to work hard. I also think I've found something a little bit in my swing, and it's the Matthew Wolff technique, kind of. Okay, back home to finish up this video and just chat through something that I was doing within my swing and exactly what you can learn from golfers like Matt Wolff. So Matt Wolff, if you don't know, is a 19-year-old amateur. He's playing in the Waste Management Open, so the Phoenix Open this week, and he's pretty much got everyone talking about him because of his swing. And you can see here, it's a pretty unusual action. So he's got a really big vertical lift with the club, getting it a little bit across the line at the top, big left heel lift up as well, trying to get as much width as possible. He's got a big redirection on the way back down with just this incredible leg action and turn. And as you'd expect, when players come out like this, it's always a big thing. You know, it's oh my god, look at this swing, what can we learn from this, should we copy it, all the rest of it. I mean, please bear in mind that there has been so many swings down the years that have been unusual. That doesn't mean you should go out and copy them, but there are things you can learn from players like Matt Wolff about width, about turn, about leg work and all the rest of it, but I mean more psychological. So you have a look at Matt Wolff's swing and you tell me that people have not come up to him in the events that he's been playing. He's an elite amateur player. People haven't come up to him and said, what's your swing about? What are you doing? Why? But what he's had the courage to do, along with George Gankas, his coach, and please go follow him online if you don't already. He's a great guy to follow, a great coach. It's basically trusting in his technique to the extreme. And we're all searching for different ways to play this game. We're all searching for ways to try and succeed. And if you have an unusual action that is working, then is there any need to change it? That's something that I always try and figure out with lessons who come in to see me, is what do we need to change technically to make an improvement, and what can we keep? Even if it looks a little bit weird, is it actually making a difference? And just have a look at some of the swings that I was making last night at the academy, because this is what I mean about something which looks a little bit weird but seems to work. So within my swing, I've been trying to clear away my left shoulder, trying to get a little bit more body rotation through the ball, so I can get my body a little bit more open at impact, and I can use my body to control the club face and impact a bit more rather than flicking at it, my perennial problem. And a little bit of time ago, I actually started to lift the shoulder, lift my head up to try and get that little bit more turn, and it was working, but I got a little bit concerned. I was like, well, it doesn't quite look right. So even I fell into the trap, and I push against this so much about just not making a technical change for the sake of making it look nicer. And here I was making a change, improving numbers, improving the way that the ball was being struck, and yet not wanting to change because it looks a bit weird. So this is something that I'm trying to do so much more, and I probably will start kind of implementing this into my swing a little bit, getting that left shoulder out of the way, getting my head out of the way as well. And we'll see how it plays out, but initial testing of it has been fantastic. But this goes back to something which I spoke about at the very start of this video, about the discipline to actually stick to a change, to have the courage to stick to a change as well, and also have the courage to change other things which are going on, because the start of this year for me has been good in the sense that I've been managing to get some practice in. As far as the Quest for the Open is concerned, it's been good. Managed to get some practice in, managed to get some coaching in, not been able to play as much as I would have wanted because of the weather, but it's about sticking to those changes. It's about cutting out a lot of the crap that I'm still doing. So I'm still eating the wrong things. I'm drinking the wrong things as well. I'm relaxing and enjoying myself a little bit too much at the start of this year. Falling back into old comfort zones. And that's something that I really need to try and break. And whenever you make a change, or whenever you try and improve things, well, improve them in the direction you think you're going to improve them, it's hard to change. People are creatures of habit, so I'm not going to be too harsh on myself, but I do understand and I do realize some of the things that I'm doing aren't going to help me progress. So hopefully that helps you a little bit in your game as well. Hopefully you can start to identify those unique things about you and your technique that are good, that you don't have to change because of the sake of it, and having the discipline and the courage to actually make some changes if you need to. And you don't have to go online and talk about them like I do. Not everyone's that strange. And these changes need to be implemented because my comps coming into this year are going to be intense. I got my first one in February in Greece, which could be entertaining. I might try and get some in before that if I can, but it's very weather dependent. And then from that point, I think I've got a comp pretty much an average once every 8 days or so leading up to the Open qualifying. Some are a little bit closer together, some are a little bit more spread out, but that is more comps than I would have ever played in a year before, which is what I need to do because I've been putting the work in and the practice over the winter months. As soon as that weather starts to change, as soon as the Masters starts to come around, that's when I need to start pushing, start playing more, and not just practicing. Can't get stuck into that trap of being a good range player, being a good technician. You've got to know how to play, and that is what I'm determined to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do that now. Hit the bell icon as well so you're all notified of videos as they come out. Please hit the like button and comment below on everything that you've seen. Follow me on my other social media as well, which is all linked in the description below. So guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Oh, I've got an FSX Skills Challenge coming next week, which you're going to want to watch.